Good morning. Wow, guys, how is everybody today? Welcome to Thursday, March the 23rd. Friday Eve, if you will, as I've heard it said, and I like that, so we are adapting to that. Guys, good morning. It is a very dreary, rainy, yucky feeling day. But we are here. Welcome, everybody, to the show. You guys can see where we're at. We're having some fun today. We are going to get right into it. We got to make sure everything's going. There is something going on with technology these days. I do not understand what is, but I don't know. Technology is out to get us. Technology is going to be the death of us. We are going to enter the Skynet days probably here soon, most likely. I don't know. I hope not, but man, it is something else. I'll tell you what. So you can find us on our Facebook page, Charlie Foxtrot Radio, charliefoxtrotradio.com, Charlie Foxtrot Radio on the good old YouTube BoobTube channel. It's never a dull moment with the stuff that doesn't get talked about. You see these little articles pop up, and you're just like, say what now? Huh? And they get so looked over, and it just doesn't make a lick of sense here. So let's make sure we got our live stream going nice and well while we're doing this, but I don't know. Some of these stories, you're just like, huh? What? How do these not get brought to light? So first off, with our lovely, yeah, we got a good feed going here. First off, with our lovely topics of the day. This was posted Tuesday night from March 21st, 2:28 p.m. Man steals 6 flat screen TVs from the same Best Buy. To steal one from Best Buy, that's pretty crazy. When you steal 6, that's just damn impressive. Okay. Over the course of several weeks. And it just happened in Toledo, not too far away from us over here in good old Northeast Indiana. A man in Ohio was allegedly able to walk out of a Best Buy while stealing a total of 6 TVs over the course of 4 weeks. The Toledo store surveillance video has captured the suspect multiple times carrying a box with a flat screen inside of it out to his vehicle. The security footage obtained by WTVG shows the man enter and leave the store several times from February 14th, 2023 to March 15th, so just over a week ago is when this was last figured out. Each time, employees said he picks a TV up in the box, brings it to the front, and carries it out on his head. The suspect is typically seen wearing a sweatshirt with the hood up along over the white N95 mask that hides his face. Managers at the store said the man may or may not have been the same suspect at all times. Whether they're the same person or not, the MO is the same in all cases, and the suspect wears the mask, always returns to the same vehicle. In one instance, the security video shows the man walks out of the store with the TV, loads it into the trunk, before returning to the store to steal another TV 5 minutes later. They're getting fed up with being targeted over and over again, the Best Buy employees, and losing thousands of dollars in merchandise. Anybody who recognizes this man in the video is asked to contact the Toledo Police Department. I will find this and I will share this again because this is still an ongoing investigation, but I swear to God, how are you not paying attention, one, to a person stealing a massive flat screen TV repeatedly. Are we just to that point in society where businesses are like, just let them steal it? Are we just at that point now? But the picture that I took the screenshot of on the article, and obviously it shows the video, but that title picture, this isn't a small TV. This isn't a 32-inch or a 40-inch or a 42-inch, whatever the case may be, the smaller TVs of today. These are big monster boxes, so you're looking at least a 55 to 65-inch TV that the guy is stealing. What on earth? What is going on here, people? Come on. I don't know. We could sit here and talk about this all day, and we can bring up a lot of things that could be whys and why nots, this, that, and the other, you know, because I get it. I've been in retail before. I can make up 25 reasons why I would not go out and try and confront this man to try and get the TV back. Being a manager, I can think of 25 reasons why I would. But I don't know. I've never worked at Best Buy. Okay? I've worked in retail. I've worked Blockbuster. I've told you guys that. I told you guys that yesterday when we were talking about the Blockbuster possible comeback. I mean, people were stealing all the time. Okay? But it's one of those things that is just like, what on bloody earth? How can... I don't get it. I really don't get it. Okay, so we're going to post that to Charlie Foxtrot Radio, all of our sources and social medias and this, that, and the other. Let's make this guy famous today. Let's have some fun with him. All right. So, moving right along, peanut butter. What do you classify peanut butter as? Do you classify peanut butter as stuff falling on your foot mid-show that catches you off guard? Yeah, a book fell on my foot. What can I say? Do you classify it as a solid, a liquid? Things of that nature. Well, the TSA now has officially come out and classified peanut butter as a liquid, meaning 3 ounces is the most you can carry on a plane. Now, I have never ran into this before. You know, when we fly, which we've only flown a handful of times, you get candy. You get some junk food. You know, you don't run the risk or pose the risk of anything like that. But for peanut butter to be the hot topic of the story here makes it really interesting. Okay, found this right after the show yesterday. Was reading up on it a little bit more. So the TSA won't budge on this. According to the agency, peanut butter is still considered a liquid, even if plenty of people on Twitter seem to disagree. And we all know those keyboard warriors, we're going to make it happen no matter what. I'll tell you what, you win one battle as a keyboard warrior, as a group, and then it just all goes downhill from there. Okay? So, in a tweet that's since gone viral, podcaster Patrick Neve, N-E-V-E, I don't know how to pronounce that, jokingly complained about having his jar of peanut butter confiscated when going through airport security. The reason? It's a liquid. And therefore, he couldn't carry more than 3.4 fluid ounces of it. Okay? I tried to take peanut butter through airport security. TSA said, sorry, no liquids, gels, or aerosols. Okay? The podcaster responded, I want you to tell me which of those things you think peanut butter is. Soon social media posts received millions of views. So far, it has racked up 10.4 million views of them all together, with a long thread of replies, mostly by fellow indignant travelers. Mostly by fellow indignant travelers who caught the TSA, who caught the opportunity to share their own peanut butter related TSA stories. This tells you how I am today, guys. I told you it is very dreary here. It is very tiring. It is all of that. And I am just sitting here going, I am going to do this show. We are going to have some fun. I don't know what peanut butter should be considered. I mean, what do they think it is? Some form of C4? I don't know. But then again, I mean, why would you want to, unless you're like doing like puddle jumping from like to like multiple locations, why would you want to take peanut butter anyways? If you're a adult couple with no kids, if you're an adult male, if you're an adult female, why would you want to take peanut butter on a plane? I mean, unless you just have a kick for that right now. Unless that is just on your I gotta have this type thing. No, to each their own, but still, people don't want to listen. And with it being a podcaster that was like, hey, I'm gonna try this. I want to see what happens, guys. Yeah, that's going to garner a lot of attention because it's going to get hit on there. It's like if I went in and try and do it, I would probably get a good chunk of views. Okay. I'm not going to sit here and, promote all these other ones that would probably do something like that. But, I mean, it's YouTube. It's social media. People are going to do whatever they can to get it. So, as of right now, as it stands, peanut butter is a liquid. Okay? What about crunchy peanut butter? Did anybody ever think of that? The article doesn't talk about it. It just says peanut butter. Okay, so let's look at it this way. Creamy peanut butter can be a liquid. What does that make crunchy peanut butter? Huh? What does crunchy peanut butter become then? Ask yourselves that. I'm going to put this like all over everything today. If creamy peanut butter is considered a liquid, what would that make crunchy peanut butter? What do you think? What do you guys think? Tell me. Don't keep it to yourself. Let's have a fun little frickin' debate. Going through that way. Okay. Let's see what happens here. If we're gonna shut down the internet with all of these different topics and everything, let's go out in style while we're at it. Okay. So, peanut butter is always up for debate now. Alrighty. So, we all know what the heck's going on with, we don't know. We see what's going on, but we really don't have any earthly idea what is going on. Okay. With the DC universe or whatever they're calling it now. Okay. Shazam 2 came out last week. Shazam 2 hit the theaters and made a measly $30 million. It's kind of bad when you can sit there and be like, yep, I only made $30 million off of this movie, guys. But we get into that mindset where, it happens. But there's been a lot of buzz, both positive and negative, around Shazam 2 before the film's theatrical release. On one hand, some fans were excited to see the lighthearted and humorous superhero return to action. Now, total transparency here. I have yet to see the first Shazam. Okay? I have yet to see it. It did not interest me in the slightest. Anything of that nature. If I want DC movies, I want them to be dark and morbid and what they've been. Okay? To bounce back to Shazam and the Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever it was called, that was definitely, I'm like, okay. I watched the second Wonder Woman. I think I fell asleep in it, so I had to watch it like 3 or 4 times to make it all the way through. But It's just one of those things. Okay. So, changes that the DC studios are making it difficult to be excited about an upcoming project. Not to mention the few controversies that Zachary Levi has gotten himself into. The film was released in theaters just a few days ago, and it's not having the best of luck, okay? Whether it was the pandemic, the fans' growing resentment towards the new regime, or something completely different, Shazam 2 is struggling at the box office. With a lower opening than its predecessor, Shazam 2 might be heading towards a dead end as the team gets ready for a digital release. Now, Shazam, the first Shazam movie, I think they said later on in the article that it made like $50 million. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not bad. For a little slapstick humor one, I mean, there you go. So for it to, tank, and sequels always are worse. If they do a trilogy, the sequel, the part 2 in the middle, is always the dumbest, the suckiest, the worst one. I think very few exceptions have been able to get away with having a sequel be good. Okay. I think one of those in recent memory, I wouldn't even say that. I was getting ready to say Deadpool 2, but that was kind of even more on the lower side. The Dark Knight, out of the Christopher Nolan series. We're just looking strictly at comic book ones here, okay? Because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the DC. We're talking about Detective Comics, okay? So out of the Marvels, the DCs, things of that nature, there hasn't really been a ridiculously awesome sequel, okay? It's been kind of lackluster, okay? To the point where there may not be a third one. Or they try and make a third one to bring it back up. Okay. But what really caught the eye in that article is that they're already planning an HBO Max release date. It hasn't even been a week since the movie premiered. This article dropped late last night while I was at work. So when I was finishing up, I was kind of skimming through, kind of seeing what there is for it. But, yeah. So, Shazam, there's been a lot of controversy going around with Shazam. Between that and Dwayne Johnson doing the Black Adam movie, there was a lot of back and forth things going on about it that we'll probably get into at a later time when we're having those types of conversations, okay? But it is what it is. And it could be, too, at the same time, because they were sitting here going, is it the pandemic? Is it this? Is it that? Okay? It could be any of those. It could also be the reason that we are going into a recession, you goofy mother truckers. Did I say that out loud? People aren't wanting to spend money to go to theaters. I mean, some of them do, but most of them don't. Okay? A lot of people don't want to spend that money right now. Okay? And I say that in the context of picking and choosing what you spend your money on right now. Okay? Cool. Fine. If you want to spend your money on it, go for it. Okay? I mean, we have 4 sold-out Shawn Wayans shows this weekend at Summit City Comedy Club. Okay? We have most likely 3 sold-out Comets games for the hockey league that we have here in town this weekend. People are going to pick and choose what they want to spend their money on. Okay? Obviously, they don't want to spend it on Shazam. But that's just me. I've heard a lot of good things about the movie. I've heard a lot of bad things about the movie. I just probably won't see the movie myself, period. But over the next several days, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on what's going on with DC and James Gunn and all of that, because there is a lot of things coming to fruition that we're going to get into. But you never know where it's going to lead. You never know what's going to happen. Okay? It could be the greatest thing in the world. It could tank royally. We could have a Marvel 2.0. Okay. Well, maybe they can actually do better than what Marvel's doing right now. I don't know. Okay. I'm going to be that person. I don't know. But it is what it is in life. Okay? Because at the same time, what I say that is that DC announced at the end of 2025, we're getting the second Matt Reeves Batman movie. 2.5 years, we know it's coming out. Social media and the internet is going to obliterate it. Okay, tell me I'm wrong on that. Why should we know in 2.5 years we're getting the next Batman movie? Why can't we know 6 months beforehand going, oh my God, I've been waiting 2.5 years for this, 3 years for this? Technology is going to be the death of us. Technology is going to be the death of us. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Okay? Technology is great when it works right. When it works in your favor, technology is great. Okay? Said that Saturday. I said that Tuesday. I said that. I'm saying that today. Okay? Technology is great when you want to use it. But when it's not great, it sucks and you want to throw a hammer at it. You want to punch your fist through it. You want to do all this stuff. Okay? That's just the way that it is. All right. So, tomorrow is going to be our Friday. Our Friday. Hopefully the weather's a little bit better come Friday. Because that would be really nice to have. Okay, we need like some sunshine. We need some vitamin C in our lives. Not the singer. We don't need that vitamin C. We need like the sun vitamin C. Okay, if you're from Indiana, you know what I'm talking about. Vitamin C, vitamin D, all of those vitamins, okay, that we get from the sun so that we look healthy. So, you guys are always awesome. I like that this is actually getting some traction. I honestly didn't think that this was going to be. I figured I was just going to be on here for 25, 35 minutes, a couple of days a week, just, for lack of better words, bullshitting. Having fun, just like talking about it, But it's actually going somewhere. Okay. So I like it. I thank you guys for it. I'm going to leave you guys with this. I posted it on my personal page yesterday. I made the comment just a few minutes ago of us going into a recession. Okay. I'll probably get dinged on YouTube for that because, it's too soon to say that we are going into one, okay? But I really and truly and wholeheartedly think we are. Don't take anything anybody says right off the bat in life, okay? Especially right now, okay? If you have your trusted sources, okay, be it the TV media, the news media, the radio media, this media, never take anything for fact right out the gate, okay? Never do it. Always do your research. Question everything, okay? The more you question, the more you do your research on, the more you're going to find the right answers. Okay, the more you're going to find them. And that is the biggest thing that I can leave you with today. Do your research. The best research that I have found for the time frame that we are getting into, okay, is look at the markets, not the NASDAQ or anything like that, but look at the markets for the precious metals, gold, silver. This isn't a publicity sponsorship or anything. This is just common facts. History repeats itself. Look at the 2008 recession. We all remember that. Okay. I was still a minor, or I was just becoming an adult legally. I mean, I'm still not an adult, and I'm freaking mid-30s now. Okay. But what I'm getting at is that we all remember that. Look at what gold and silver did during that time, percentage-wise. compared to what's going on today. Once it hits those kinds of numbers again, then we know. If it doesn't, great. We're all wrong and we can go back to living our lives as best as we can. But that's what I'm going to leave it on, is look at those things. Always do your research. Always trust your gut. Always question everything. Guys, I love you all. God bless. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. Charlie Foxtrot Radio. Boom. God bless.